Good afternoon, my name is Chris Ogle and this is the Link4Growth news update for week 28, which is the 27th of July. Well, the kids broke up this week, so pandemonium for many people as the whole challenge of the summer season takes its toll. We'll be going right through August with Link4Growth, so if you do fancy going out meeting other people during this holiday time, then you can come along to Link4Growth and its meetings as normal. Anyway, what I'm going to cover today is the events of last week, what's going on in terms of development and exciting stuff that's happening, and we're going to summarise off at the end with things that are coming up for this week. So we had a free Monday this last week. It was a day where I could catch up on some things myself, but there was no events. On Tuesday we had Potter's Bar and Islington. I was over at Potter's Bar at the Regis over there. Some very interesting conversations with a couple of people over there that was just very, very good, and I'm hoping that some good things will come out of that. On Wednesday I was I wasn't at Peterborough, but Peterborough was on. I was over at Hitchin in the evening at the drinks event. It was good fun again over there. Some people that had come back from a little period away, and we had some really good chats and a few new people as well. On Thursday was Swiss Cottage and Ely and Rickmansworth. I was up at Ely with a new venue, in fact, right there on the river. Very pleasant indeed, and some interesting people along at that one as well. So yeah, pretty interesting. And on Friday I was over at Barnet. There was at the Arkley there. That was another good event, some new faces there as well. And then I had to rush back for the district leader hangout. We had a hangout with some of the newer district leaders, just going through some of the things involved with Link4Growth and being a district leader. So so that was really interesting, and we've got some really good people now in Link4Growth, and looking forward to some very exciting developments as we move into the third, fourth quarters. Now let's have a look at what's happening in Link4Growth in terms of development. Well, in Essex, we've got some very exciting things actually happening there. There's three events which are likely to come to the fore. We've got Harlow, which I believe is now on the system for September. We've got Chelmsford, which is likely to happen in September, and we've got Castle Point over near Canby Island, and that's looking quite promising as well. So some really good stuff there. We've also got some in central and eastern Hearts. We've also got couple of new people that are going to be taking on the Ware event. We've got Nikki Statham and we've got Jane Vujasin. They're going to be running the Ware event, which of course has to move because the Roebuck Hotel where we are at the moment is being pulled down, so we're going to have to move. Up in the Midlands we've got James Randall now is pretty much got himself in the saddle now. He was on the hangout on Friday, and he's pretty keen to make things move up there. So we've got some interesting developments up there with Leamington Spa, Central, Coventry. We're possibly moving the rugby drinks, but I'll leave him and Phil Smith to sort that out. But we have got a Google Plus workshop arranged for the back end of August now. So if you're in that area, do book into that and pick up what's going on. In South East Hearts, we are more than likely going to talk to the people at the Regis there, but that conversation hasn't taken place yet. But what I will be doing is running a Google Plus workshop in the first part of August, and that will be at the Regis in Potter's Bar. There's already like 7 or 8 people that have expressed an interest, and we'll be booking into that. So if you are in that neck of the woods or quite close by, that's a great opportunity to pick up and find out what we're doing with Google Plus, and also look at how you can deploy it for your business. In London, no progress on Enfield yet, but we're looking forward to that happening. We're just trying to finalise a day in the month for the Venue 5 in Eastcote, which is likely to be a drinks, but we haven't quite fixed the date on that yet. I was down in Wales a little way back. Things are progressing down there as well. We've got Celeste Evans and Graham Duval and Catherine Corliss, who I believe are going to, all three of them are going to help to get the Caerphilly event up and running. They found a venue. I think they're going to see that next Monday, and looking forward to that starting in September. And there will be others following on shortly, I think, down there. Now, as you're aware, we've deployed Pinterest with intent, and let me just explain. Our use of Pinterest is not to promote Link4Growth. Our use of Pinterest is to promote the people who are in Link4Growth. So now, in order for that to work, you have to provide your 50% of the information, i.e. you have to tell us, you know, the things that you want us to put on there. Now, I was at the Barnet event and we had Lloyd Feldman there. He's runs a business called Your Kitchen Broker. He helps people well, he takes the pain away of buying a kitchen, basically. And I wanted to put him in the property section because he's got some really fantastic kitchens, and the conversation on Friday was, well, I'm not on Pinterest, but you don't have to be. We're on Pinterest and we want to showcase your business and you. So but you've got to have the information in your Link4Growth bio on your profile. You've got to have your profile pictures on there, and you've got to be very clear about what you're doing, and it helps if you've got a website and some imagery which backs up and supports what you're doing. Anyway, so I set up Lloyd, and he went away in the afternoon and he set up his Pinterest account. So if you want to check out Your Kitchen Brock, I think it is, on Pinterest, you'll see he's got some smashing kitchens there, whole different ranges, and I can see a lot of people sharing those and repinning them. So it's a free service. We're offering it for the people in Link4Growth, so just take advantage of it and let us know. There is a thread on the forum about this, so go on there if you haven't done anything about it yet. Go on there, read the thread and take action. The Link4Growth website is coming along quite nicely. We had a little bit of a tete-a-tete on Thursday at Ely regarding that, and that's coming on quite. Oh, I forgot to mention Cambridgeshire, by the way. We've got stuff happening over there, and there's likely to be a new event in the not too distant future in Cambridge itself. So we are actually expanding in that area. Well done, Nikki, for that. And Alison, who I met, was it Alison? Anyway, the lady from Cambridge who I met on Thursday. Do forgive me about the name, but she's in the past has been and run networking events, so that's very encouraging, and she's actually working with us a little bit on the website as well, so, which is fantastic. So this is how it works in Link4Growth. So yeah, so sorry for that little diversion, but I needed to get that bit out as well. So yes, but the website's coming on, and those two actually, Nikki and the lady, are actually working on the website, trying to knock that into shape. And I suspect that by the time we get to the end of August, you know, I hope I'm not doing any collateral damage to myself there, but by the end of August, I'm hoping that we'll be getting pretty close. So fingers crossed on that. The third flyer, that's still not finished, but I keep saying it every week, I will finish it, but I will. What I want to move on to now is what I mentioned last week, which is open source link for skills. And people have asked me, what on earth is that? And what's this open source mean? Well, open source is where you make available a platform to anybody that wants to participate, and what they do is they can work on that typically in programming, they can work on that code and they can produce extensions and improvements to it, and as long as they share that with everyone else that's involved in the project, and it's available for anybody to participate who wants to use it, and they're quite happy for people to take their code and reuse it, etc., etc., then that's called open sourcing. It means anybody can participate. Well, that's what we're doing with workshops. So wouldn't it be fantastic if there was 1,000 workshops with covering any imaginable thing that you could want to learn from business or so personally on your own growth and development, etc. And it was all affordable and it was accessible across the nation. Wouldn't that be an amazing platform to have in place? You know, there'd be no excuses, would there, for people not having the information that they need. So that's what we're doing, and that's what we're creating. Now, if you've a passion, if you've a skill, if you've got expertise, you can now latch onto what we're doing with the open source thing for skills. Create your own workshop, a 2.5 hour to 3 hour workshop, and deliver that through the Link4Growth network. So, you can arrange it, the district leaders will help to promote it and put it on, and use all of our marketing things that we've got going on to basically get people to come along there and listen and learn from you and your skills and your expertise. Now, that and all of those will go into contribute towards the portfolio of workshops we're putting together. There will be another board on the Pinterest account that we've got, which will cover workshops and the open source Link4Skills. And each of those workshops will have its own representation there and a link to somewhere where you can find out more about each of those workshops, what the benefits are, what you're likely to get out of it, etc. And the great thing about these are they're not being developed by one organisation with some kind of agenda. These are being developed by people out there at the coalface, doing things right now, learning and growing their expertise. And they're the people that are creating those workshops, maintaining them, keeping them up to date, and allowing us to take advantage of their knowledge. So it is a real fantastic idea, and I think we're going to have an amazing set of results as this. So if you've got a skill and you want to do it, get in touch. If you know somebody that's got a skill and you think they would be able to benefit from this, then please tell them about it and get them to get in touch with us. Some of the ideas that we're having right now, and I'll just run through a few of them. We've got PR for small businesses, how to do PR on your own, stuff like that, which everyone needs to do, but no one knows how to do it. We've got a workshop already going to happen on that. New business paradigm, the old way, greed, what's in it for me, what am I going to get out of it, all that stuff. Right, it's changing now. It's changing to nurturing, supportive collaboration, not competition. We've got a workshop that's being devised to take people through the 7 processes involved in that. It's called 7 Graces Marketing, all right? So that is going to be an amazing one. Parents are often worried about what their kids are up to on the internet, not necessarily what sites they're visiting, but how they're picking up the new technology, and they're like registering themselves in Gmail, getting access to different pieces of applications because they've now got an email address. Very difficult for parents to keep up with what's going on. Workshop to help parents take control of that situation and be good parents, okay, online as it were. Protect their children, essentially. 1-page business plan, another great one. Leadership skills, how to refocus on your business. Money matters for sole traders. Contact management, controlling that's called CRM. How to run a charity effectively, how to write an e-book or a book, how to do public speaking better, how to build rapport with people, all this stuff, and nutrition. All of these ideas are going to come into workshops in the not-too-distant future, and we can all take advantage of them. Fantastic. So many super ideas coming out of this, and at such low cost. Really, there is no excuse for people to get the knowledge they need right now. Okay, enough on that. Accountability program. All right, that next batch is coming in September. Most of the time, people let themselves down. They're not being held accountable. If you think you procrastinate or fall in the camp of you could do better, get yourself on the accountability program. £97 for the whole year. You'll have a partner. You'll work with them, and it's about making sure you do what you said you're going to do. Advanced LinkedIn program. If you went on a LinkedIn workshop, went away with the best intentions, and then nothing ever happened, that's probably because life got in the way again. Right, no excuse. LinkedIn Advanced Workshop, £97 as well, starting in September, about making sure you did get LinkedIn implemented, all right? Are you interested, have you got social media skills, and are you interested in offering strategy and digital marketing strategy to small businesses? If you are, then in September we'll have a digital strategy fast training workshop, which will not workshop, it'll be an online thing, basically taking you through the process of actually being able to mentor small businesses with digital media. So if that's your bag, rolling out in September, look out for that as well. Sound bites, don't forget, I did one this week with Margaret Gillen. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. That's going to go up in the not too distant future. It was all about business coaches and why you need one, and why people just, I have no idea why people don't have one of those. But if you're a bit worried about, I can't afford it, blah blah blah, I think you ought to listen to that, because it might change your mind. In the planning stages for Soundbites, James Randall, Nikki Pepper, Lisa Rumbelow, Chris Cornell, Peter Willett, Carol Mann. You want your name on the end of that list, please do get in touch. It's about you having a 20-minute to half an hour interview with me about something you're passionate about and getting your message out to a wider audience. It's fantastic. It's high profile. It goes in 6 places on the internet. It really does get your name out there. In the coming week, Monday, nothing. And the same is actually true on Thursday. We haven't got anything on those 2 days. Tuesday, we've got LinkedIn training in London. at Euston. No excuse, get down there. It's £15, that's all. And you can get trained up on how to use LinkedIn properly, just in time to take the advanced one in September. So go along to that. Wednesday we've got Spalding in South Lincolnshire and Great Dunmow. Nothing on Thursday, and Friday we've got the luncheon in Watford, and that's going to be changing, that luncheon in Watford. I'm going to be sending out an email about that. So I would put that in your diary. Friday this week, 2nd of August, luncheon in Watford. Right, so if you remember, I mentioned that I was going to do this local thing. Well, I am going to do this local thing. That's a local community on Google Plus, and I'm going to start putting people into that very shortly. I've actually found the local Watford Market Twitter account as well, and there's going to be a good source of local people there, which I'm going to start putting onto that Google Plus community. So loads going on, and I'll share the success of that when that starts happening, because really and truthfully it's time to start rolling those things out. It's massive. It's loads and loads going on. It's expanding all the time. There's some really, really good stuff coming just after the August period. So, it's really starting to motor. There's loads of good initiatives. We're building lots of collaborations with other organisations that complement what we're doing with Link4Growth. We can all work together on this. If we're going to change this country, then we've got to work together, and we're all going to get together and contribute what we can. So it is going to get really, really pacey towards the end of the year. Fantastic. Okay, so that's me wrapped up. See you all next week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a week's time. Cheers now. Bye.